than a sentence to describe your solution, you're not doing it right. Try to sum it up in one sentence. That if a person, let's say a problem statement, I've just taken it into example the one line solution that Timos is trying to build, that is helping students find teammates. All right, something like that, just in one sentence or 5 to 6 words. You'll want to sum it up. The third thing that is very important is your marketing approach or your sales strategy or your business plan. You can talk about your competitors. Am I audible? Baba, Pradeep, anyone? Yeah, sorry for that. So what I was trying to say is, like, till where did you hear me? Like, could someone from the organizing team? Oh, hold on for a second. I'll do something. Okay, the marketing strategy. Thank you so much. So the marketing approach is very important when you come to the solution part of things, because you need to address how your startup is going to make money or how your solution is going to make money in the longer run. Because it's very important. We are all right. Yeah, we are living in times where India is producing unicorn upon unicorn. So you have to come up with a solution that is business effective, that makes money. All right. And one of the most important aspects, this is what I think, this is my personal opinion, is the value proposition of a startup. So the value proposition is addresses 3 points: how, what, and why. What, why, how. What are you trying to solve? Why are you trying to solve it? And how are you trying to solve it? These are 3 very important aspects when you talk about any startup in general. What, why, how. Keep this in mind when you're building this presentation. I'll recommend a book to you if you have time. You can go through it. It's called The Art of the Start by Guy Kawasaki. I'll put the name of the book in the chat box. All right, for everyone else. All right, hold on for a second. This is not just for you for this Smart-O-Thon, or for this is for any entrepreneur out there. If you want to venture into entrepreneurship, you want to build a startup, you can read this book, The Art of the Start by Guy Kawasaki. He is a pretty amazing dude. He has written something that will resonate with you throughout your process of building any product like this Smart-O-Thon or any other hackathons that you might participate in the future. And this point, the sixth point here, that your pitch should be self-explanatory. Like, you don't need to put a lot of text into your pitch. You need to add pictures. You need to add visualization. That is a very important aspect in presentations, because in the first round, we won't be judging you on your presentation skills. We'll be judging you on how you make a presentation. And if that presentation, if somebody from of our organizing team or from the judging panel sees it, how well they understand it without you explaining. All right, this is the benchmark for qualification to the next round. I'll be at the end of this presentation, I'll share another document on the criteria on which you'll be marked in the first round before you progress to the finals. All right. And the round 2 part is pitching the solution to the jury. So in this part, these are some points that would be very effective. So how cost effective is your solution? The innovation capability in the solution that you're trying to present, and how is it different from your competitors? The implementation, how easily can it be implemented? And your pitching skills or your presentation skills are also very important. And your marketing strategy is important, as always. Yeah, I'll address all the questions at the end. All right. All right, I'll address this one, a smaller one, which. So
Please wait for some time. I think that he has some internet issues. Please wait for some time.
Right. Am I audible? Yes, sorry for that. Like I just disconnected for a second. My internet just doesn't seem to be working right now. All right. So till where did you hear? Like, could somebody just put in the chat box till where did you hear me? And I'll continue from there. Like I'm not sharing right now. You are addressing the question. Judging criteria. All right. All right. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Like I'll, yeah. Could you please allow screen sharing? Team emancipation. I don't like. Could somebody else share the screen, Babo or Pradeep? Like I don't think my internet's working. So I'll try explaining it. There's a very small part that needs to be addressed. I'm really sorry for the error. Yeah, please do it. I am I audible right now? All right. So I'll continue. So I'll go over the judging criteria once again. Like if I'm having problems with my audio, just drop in a message that I'll try something else. My Wi-Fi doesn't seem to be working. So the first thing that needs to be addressed is how cost effective your solution is. If the solution that you're trying to present is innovative or not, the implementation scale of your solution, if the solution that you're trying to present is implementable or not, and how easily can it be implemented and on what scale. The fourth point, and it is one of the most important points, that is your pitching skills. It doesn't matter if you are good at English or not. Pitching skills are a different thing. You need to be able to sell your product. You need to be able to present in front of everyone that's out there, right? So that's what makes it more important. And last is your business strategy or your marketing strategy as well. All right, Babu, could you please move to the next slide? Yeah, the qualified teams will be judged based upon the above points, and we will be very transparent with our marketing scheme. What we are trying to do, we'll share a document where we'll address the marketing scheme as well. All right, the marketing scheme that we are trying to present. So, right, that's it. So, like from all of us in the organizing committee and from me personally, I wish you all the best for this Smart-O-Thon. I'm looking forward to seeing some wonderful ideas out there. And let's just say that even after this hackathon, if you want to work on your particular ideas, you could reach out to us and we'll help you out. And one more thing, the last thing that I'd like to address is like, we'll be putting a WhatsApp message in the chat soon in your team leads group and in the Zoom chat as well. So it's basically from the organizing committee. It's a prerequisite to getting the certificates. That is, you need to download the Teamos app from Play Store, and you need to like build a profile on it. It's a very good app. It's a like you will like what you are seeing. Like most of you here are students. I guarantee you that you like what you're seeing. We have put in a lot of work into building that, and it will surely help you guys. So please download it. It's a prerequisite to getting certificates. So please do that. All right. Thank you so much. And right now, Babu, do you have like could you share the marketing scheme document? All right, I'll send it to you. If you could just share it, story. Yeah, the problem statements will be released at exactly 6 o'clock. I'll address the questions. Like there are some questions in the chat. The OC members, you can go ahead and address that as well. Like so, instead of reading out the scoring sheet, what we'll do is we'll send it to you directly, and we'll address the questions first, and if there's time, we'll address that as well. So questions here. So how Abhinav, how many teams will be selected for the next round? So Abhinav, there will be approximately 10 to 12 teams that would go on to the next round, but we'll see this level of the solutions. If there are a lot of teams that have very good solutions, then might be more teams that can proceed to the first round, to the next round as well. Yes, Vinay, you can submit to the you can submit on 28th. The deadline is 6 p.m. on the 28th of December 2021. Shrikant, you'll be given a choice. Like, you might have selected something when you applied for this Smart-O-Thon. And so we'll go one ahead, and what we'll do is, like, we'll put out the problem statements, and you can look at the problem statements. This is something that I have taken into consideration after seeing that a lot of you are first timers. So you can go ahead, you can look at the problem statements, and you can select any problem statement that you would like, that you like. All right. Like there, Rutuk, this is a team event. Like, when you applied, you must have applied in a team. Or if you are a single participant, and if you are able to find someone for your team, then you can go ahead and find that. No problem. Yes, Ganesh, do you have a question? You can go ahead and ask. Ganesh, do you have a question? Or like, are there any other questions from anyone in the chat? From anyone? Like, you can just unmute yourself and ask.
So the judging for the first round will be more focused on the pitch deck or the prototype?
So the first main focus that we'll be having is the pitch deck. The prototype is something that is comes secondary, but it will suit you. It is not something that is a necessity, but it will suit you. Like, it will work in your benefit if you have a prototype. There was one more question.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have somehow found a team member, and you haven't registered them, there are two prerequisites for that. When you submit your Google form, just put the name in there. And the second is, like, we need to have the data up beforehand, all right, so that we can update our systems as well. And are there any other questions? Guys, please continue asking questions. I'd like to cover it as soon as possible. If possible for you to move into Amulya, open innovation is anything that you would like to come up with, any idea, any probable idea that you think might be a startup, any startup idea. So open innovation is something that you like, it suggests you are open to innovate. You can go into any field, you can talk about anything, you can address any problem that's there in the world. So in open innovation, something that is very important is the problem statement, because the problem, like, we specified the problem statements that we would like to address, we would like you to address. In open innovation, you have the choice to select your problem statement. No, there is no problem statements for open innovation. Open innovation means open and innovation. Like, you need to come up with the problem statement, and you need to come up with the solution as well. And the other domains, the education, healthcare, social connectivity, and finance, you guys will be receiving your problem statements very soon, in like 30 minutes or so. After this meeting is over, you'll be receiving a mail, you'll be communicated to the WhatsApp groups as well. And one more thing, like, we have sent you a link to our Discord server. So we'll be available on a Discord server most of the time, from like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night to 12 o'clock. So if you want to ask any questions to us directly, you can hop on there, and you can address the questions. So basically, open can do any project. Yes, in open innovation, you have the freedom to choose any project of your choice. And it's not a project. If you call it a project, once again, you will be disqualified first time. Like, it's a startup. It's an idea. Project is something that you build for you, for like, just for the sake of it. This hackathon serves to bridge gap between real problems and the solutions to those problems. Anshuman, I don't understand what you mean by that. Like, could you please be more specific? Only software or hardware? Like, how would you present hardware? Like, if you can build hardware in 2 days, that's awesome. But I don't think that is possible for a lot of people. And this is an online hackathon. Yeah, Anshuman, please be specific. What are you trying to address? You can unmute yourself and just ask.
Good evening, guys. This is Anshuman Singh. Actually, so the query was that for open innovation, like we can select any of the problem statements of our choice, like if that can be that we think is a problem that needs to be solved and can come up with a startup solution for that, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
correct.
oh, sweet. Yeah, sweet. And one more thing, so can you share with us an itinerary of the whole hackathon? It will be really helpful, actually. Ki. So we will know ki when are we supposed to go for the first review and the second review. That will be really helpful.
Yeah, everything has been already shared on the WhatsApp group and the mail content as well. There's
Okay.
time, and you can see like we sent out a welcome message, our welcome message once again. In the welcome message,
Yeah.
you can see that we have mentioned like the itinerary is that. Yeah, you can see. Like I'll just
Noted,
point.
sir.
I'll
So
just
one more thing. So for the first round, it will be preferable if we can come up with a project, come up with a practical solution for that, right? And
yeah,
whole
yeah.
startup plan.
Yeah, for the first round, the first thing that you need to address is the pitch deck that you are trying to present. All right, you need to have a solid pitch deck. You need to make it presentable. Please don't use like bland presentations. Just put text in there and leave it. All right, make it attractive. Use softwares to do it. Use Canva or any other software that you might want to use, and just download it and put it over there. All right.
Right, sir.
Dipali, the WhatsApp group, we can't share the link of the WhatsApp group because we have added each and every member of every team there, all the team leads of every team there. All right. So you may want to ask if you're a team leader and if you haven't been added, just put your number in the just like DM any member. Like Pradeep, if you could please address that, like if you could just get in touch with Dipali and
Please send
if
me
she's in
your
the group or not.
please send me your phone number. I'll just add you to the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. If you are not added Dipali, we'll add you to the WhatsApp group. All right. Any other questions? Are there any other questions?
Can you share the evaluation scheme and the marking scheme,
Yeah.
the screenshots?
Everything will be shared. Everything will be shared.
Right, sir.
Like a mail will be going out in, like I said, in 20-25 minutes. And the drive link that we have given you. All right. The drive link that we have given you, when you open the drive folder, you'll see that we have uploaded the solution scheme there as well. What the marking scheme there as well.
Right, sir. And the whole title is not a project, then it's like a startup plan, right? Like a
Yeah,
startup.
you need to come up with a startup plan. Yes, right. And
Startup.
people like you, if you just put your WhatsApp number in there, yes, could you please mute yourself? Yeah. All right. Hold on for a second. Like people who have just Harshavardhani, please mute yourself. Yeah. So like please add your if you want to be added in the WhatsApp group, just give us your team name, what team you represent. We already have your data, and we'll add your accordingly if you haven't been added. All right. And Sir Don, like at least change your name when you join. All right. This isn't like something that we are doing for fun. All right. A lot of people are putting a lot of effort in this. Yeah, guys, please don't put your number in the chat. Like your number might be misused. Just put your team name. We don't need your number. All right,
Yeah.
One more thing. Like last thing on the agenda that I have been reminded right now, like people who are single participants and would like to team up. All right, and would like to team up. There are a couple of there is a process for that. What you need to do is, first of all, Discord server link has been sent. Just join a Discord server, and in that Discord server, just there is a chat box. Just put your name in there, like you want to participate in team. All right, and then we'll address it accordingly. All team ups that all people that want to do team ups, please do that without the Discord server. It's not like it's very difficult for us to track the people that want to participate in teams. So please do that. Just hop on our Discord server. If you don't have Discord, use the browser version. Just make an account, join a server, and you can find the chat bots there. Just put it in the chat box that you would like to team up, your name, your present team name. All right. Your Discord server link. All right. Like someone from the OC team, Babhav, Pradeep, could you please put the Discord server link in the chat box? And once again, please download the Timos app from Play Store. Like you like it. It is something that is not very relevant, but you would get a lot of idea about what that is. All right. And yeah, Arsh has just put it in the chat box as well, the Discord server link. Thank you, Arsh.
Also, people who want to be added in the group, just send DM me your phone number. I'll just
Pradeep, just put your phone number in the chat box. Just people just don't DM me or anybody else. Just DM Pradeep in there. He has all your phone numbers, and if somebody isn't added, they'll add you.
About the presentation one, the pitch deck, what should be the like minimum length or slide content for the like the viable length for the presentation? Hello?
Am I audible? Yeah, please go ahead.
I was asking, what is the minimum length for the presentation? Like, how many slides do we have to?
Yes, this is very important. Like I think my internet is working now. I'll share some documents with you. All right, share something with you. Just tell me if my screen is visible or not. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So as you can see, keep it short and simple. Like we have added some points, like 7 to 8 points that which you can address in your presentation. I'll just go over it briefly. The first one is the vision and the value proposition. The second is the problem statement, solution, target market and opportunity, the competition, the revenue model. That's it. So the maximum number of slides, see, you have to present this in front of the judges if you qualify for the next round in like 5 to 7 minutes. So keep that in mind. The maximum number of slides that you can go to is 10 to 12, not more than that. Not more than that. And don't make a 30-page presentation, please. When you make a presentation, keep in mind that if you qualify, you'll have to address it in 5 to 7 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes or something. Like let's say the upper limit is 8 minutes. All right.
Understood.
Everything, all this data will be shared to you in the mail that we are going to send out. Everything here that is here. And yes, moving on. Is the scoring sheet visible? Can you see the scoring system? And anyone, could you please like just unmute yourself and tell me that?
Just visible.
Visible.
Yeah, it's visible. All right. So for the first round, these are the 5 points on which we will be marking you guys. All right. First one is the concept of your product, the strategic thinking behind it, the feasibility, the business value, and the innovation. You'll be marked on the scale of 50. All right. Everything is clear cut. Like you can see the margin system 1 to 3 marks, 4 to 7 marks, 8 to 10 marks. And there is some marks for the prototype as well, which I won't be like showing you, or I won't be telling you where that mark would be added, but it's something that is important. All right, you will receive this as well. I won't go into this in detail because we don't have enough time for that. But you can just see like there is a clear-cut mark scoring system or this hackathon. All right. So a couple of tips when you made the presentation is, number one, don't make it lengthy. Keep it short and crisp. It's as short and crisp as you can keep it. That is one of the most important factors while making any presentation, and especially a startup pitch or a pitch deck. All right. And some other points might be use graphics, because graphics always attract people more, and you can have like You can go a further distance with graphics. Keep it. Use a big font. All right. Use only one level of bullets. Use diagrams and graphs, and create a short summary. Like something that is called an elevator pitch. This is a tip for people when they move to the final round. That is like have a 30-second pitch in which you can describe your whole business model, your whole idea in 30 seconds. Have that handy and use a big font. All right, use a big font. It should be clearly visible. Right. I think that would be all from my side. And if there are any other questions, we'd love to address that. Once again, for anyone who would like to team up with other participants, just hop on our Discord server, drop a message in there, and you can just join into that Discord server after this meeting is over, like in 10 minutes. So just hop on to the Discord server in the meeting channel that's there. Just hop on there, and our members of the organizing committee will be there to team you up as well. So if you're not on the Discord server, sadly we can't team you up. Please go there, hop onto the meeting channel that's there, and wait there, and we'll be hopping from here to there in a short time span. All right. Are there any other questions? And if you have any further questions, we'll be available on our Discord server, and we'll be available on the WhatsApp groups as well. Please, and there is like a short suggestion for you guys. Please don't call members of the organizing committee. Drop in a message first. They might be busy, and it's not possible for us to address 60, 70 calls at once. Right, just drop in a message and we'll reach out to you. All right. I hope you guys got a good understanding of this hackathon, of the Smart-O-Thon, of all the rules and regulations behind this. And I'm looking forward to seeing some great solution from you guys. I have a lot of expectations from the solutions that you will present out there. And we'd just like to thank you on behalf of Timos and Emancipation for participating in this Smart-O-Thon. And we look forward to seeing the submissions. Thank you so much. If there are any other questions, you have like a minute. And after that, we'll be ending this meeting. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. I really enjoyed talking to you. I really enjoyed answering your questions as well. And looking forward to seeing more and more solutions and you guys in the future as well, in our future events as well. And don't forget to download Timos from Play Store. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, could you please end this meeting? Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in today.
Thank you, Ayush, for your brief discussion on the topic. And I think that the candidates have an idea of what to do. And please join to that Discord server so that all the other participants who don't have their team can line up with us and can build their team. Okay. Thanks from us also. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay.